Starting 5, December 22nd, Jayson Tatum and Victor Wembanyama shine bright. Historic performances from Jayson Tatum and Victor Wembanyama highlight a memorable Saturday night in the NBA. 5 stories in today's edition basketball. December 22, 2024. Historic takeovers. Tatum's huge trip dub and Wemby's 10-block night enter the record books. East Magic. Orlando's epic comeback. Brunson's big night and more threes in Cleveland. Stars and streaks. LeBron notches another milestone, Steph shines and the Grizz go off again. Saturday Roundup. Cade and KD duel, Mavs and Bucks bounce back, Jazz find rhythm. Center focus. 3 playmaking bigs redefining the 5 position take the floor tonight. But first, alarm clock. 3 games get underway Sunday on NBA League Pass, including a matchup featuring the reigning Kia NBA MVP, Nikola Jokić, as he leads the Nuggets against the Pelicans, 70-T. World Basketball Day. The NBA family celebrated World Basketball Day yesterday, showcasing how the sport we all love brings people together from around the globe. Jokić on the day, even if you don't speak the same language, you can speak through the game. What it's all about. Junior 76ers Kids Club reporter Vienna asks her favorite players what basketball means to them. Fan dedication. 30 years of flying around the globe to watch his favorite team raising hands. 3 days until Christmas. Watch NBA Christmas action all day Wednesday, with games beginning at 12 ET. 1. Tatum's triple-double and Wemby's double-double make history. After dropping 31 points in a loss to the Bulls on Thursday, Jayson Tatum left no doubt in Saturday's rematch. Celtics 123, Bulls 98, in an all-around clinic. Tatum went off for 43 points on 9 threes along with 15 boards and 10 dimes, as Boston outscored Chicago 62-44 in the second half to pull away for a bounce-back dub, improving to 22-6 on the season. Recap. Only 5. Tatum is just the 5th player in NBA history to record 40-plus points, 15-plus rebounds, 10-plus assists and 5-plus threes in a game, joining James Harden, 2x, DeMarcus Cousins, Russell Westbrook and Vince Carter. Only Celtic. He is also the first player in Celtics history to record 40-plus points, 15-plus boards and 10-plus dimes in a game. I still think his greatness gets taken for granted, said Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla. Because he's done it for a long time and because it comes relatively easy for him. 2 nights ago, Victor Wembanyama became the youngest player to total 40-plus points, 5-plus rebounds, 5-plus assists and 3-plus blocks in an NBA game. 48 hours later, the 20-year-old, 7'3" phenom with a one-of-a-kind skill set posted another one-of-a-kind stat line. Spurs 114, Blazers 94. In a dominant performance, Wembanyama recorded a monster double-double of 30 points and 10 blocks, yes, blocks, while adding 7 boards and 4 threes to lead the Spurs to their 4th win in 5 games. Recap. The rarity. Wemby is the first player to record 30-plus points and 10-plus blocks in a game in over 16 years, as Dwight Howard last achieved the feat in November 2008. The list. The only other players to post such a stat line? Hakeem Olajuwon, 5x, David Robinson, 3x, Artis Gilmore and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The difference. At 20 years and 352 days old, Wemby is the youngest player to ever hit the mark, breaking Howard's previous record by nearly 2 years. The first, Wemby, 2x, is also the first player in NBA history to record multiple games of 10-plus blocks at age 20 or younger. 2. East Magic, Orlando rallies, Brunson delivers, Cavs dub. On a 3-game skid, without their 3 leading scorers, the Magic could have let Friday's game slip away when they fell into a 25-point hole in the second quarter. Instead, they clawed back for their largest comeback in 25 years. Magic 121, Heat 114. Miami dropped a season-high 76 points in the first half and entered the fourth quarter up 22. But the Magic erupted in the final frame, outscoring the Heat 37-8 to stun their in-state rivals in Miami. Recap. Next man up, with Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner and Jalen Suggs injured, Cole Anthony sparked the surge, scoring 13 of his season-high 35 points in the fourth. Magic touch. In that final frame, Orlando shot 60.9% compared to Miami's 11.1%, completing its largest comeback in the play-by-play era, since 1997-98. "It's been a tough year, man," said an emotional Anthony after the win. "I'm so happy for this team." Knicks 104, Pelicans 93, Jalen Brunson was unconscious, going 7 of 10 from deep for a season-high 39 points, along with 6 dimes to rally the Knicks past the Pelicans for their third straight win and 8th dub in 10 games. Recap. Second half storm. Brunson dropped 29 points in the final 2 quarters as New York outscored New Orleans 59-44 to erase a 14-point deficit. "A fire got lit," said Brunson on his huge second half. "Once I saw one go in, I knew it was time to go." Cavaliers 126, 76ers 99. One night after draining 23s in a win over the Bucks, the Cavs buried 22 against the Sixers to earn their 4th straight win, improving their NBA best record to 25-4. Recap. Darius Garland led the charge with 6 triples and 26 points, while Tyrese Maxey scored a game-high 27 points for Philly, who was without Joel Embiid. 3. Stars and streaks. LBJ and Steph shine, Grizz roar. Lakers 103, Kings 99. 9 days before his 40th birthday, LeBron James finished 8 points shy of 40, 32 points, 7 reb, 6 AST, lifting the Lakers over the Kings for the second time in 3 days, despite another big night from De'Aaron Fox, 31 points. Recap. Milestone in style. It was James' 1,510th career game with 10-plus points, passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most all-time. Grizzlies 128, Hawks 112. With Ja Morant out, 7 Grizzlies scored in double figures as the league's top offense hit 120-plus points for an NBA-best 19th time, securing their 12th win in 14 games. Recap. Bear buckets. At 123.1 ppg, Memphis is on pace to record the 5th highest scoring average of any team since the NBA/ABA merger in 1976-77. Warriors 113, Wolves 103. After being held to a season low on Thursday, Steph Curry responded with a vintage performance, dropping 13 of his 31 points in the fourth quarter while adding 10 dimes to lift the Warriors over the Wolves, snapping Golden State's 3-game skid. Recap. 4. Roundup, Cade and KD duel, Mavs and Bucks rebound, Jazz win. Pistons 133, Suns 125. Kevin Durant poured in a season-high 43 points, but it wasn't enough to take down the Pistons as Cade Cunningham, 28 points, 13 AST, and Jaden Ivey, 20 points, 8 reb, 8 AST, combined for 48 points and 21 dimes for a big road dub. Recap. Cade's career year, averaging career highs in points, 24.0, and assists, 9.7. Cunningham is the first Piston to total 600-plus points and 200-plus dimes in the first 25 games of a season. Mavericks 113, Clippers 97. With Luka Doncic out, Dallas depth shined as Quentin Grimes tallied 20 points off the bench to lead 8 Mavs in double figures, securing a win over the Clips after falling to them on Thursday. Recap. Harden's milestone. With 19 points on the night, James Harden, 26,503, passed Tim Duncan, 26,496, for 16th place on the all-time scoring list. Bucks 112, Wizards 101. Bobby Portis cooked up a season-high 34 points, 10 boards, and 8 helpers as the Bucks outlasted Jordan Poole, 26 points, and the Wizards for a bounce-back W. Recap. Forever in the rafters. Before tip-off, Milwaukee unveiled its 2024 Emirates NBA Cup Championship banner. Jazz 105, Nets 94. Fresh off Thursday's victory in Detroit, Utah pulled away in Brooklyn for its first back-to-back wins of the season. Lauri Markkanen led the way with 21 points. Recap. 5. Game-changing centers enter the spotlight Sunday. 10 seasons ago, the top 3 centers in assists combined for 12.1 dimes per game. 20 seasons ago, that number was just 9.3. This season, Nikola Jokić alone leads centers with 9.8 assists per game, and the top 3 centers are combining for 21.2. The bigs behind him? Domantas Sabonis and Alperen Sengun. Tonight, Jokić, Sabonis and Sengun, 3 unique playmakers helping redefine the center position, are all in action on League Pass. Nuggets at Pelicans, 7 Spotlight, Nikola Jokić. The first center in NBA history to average 8.5+ assists in 3 consecutive seasons, Jokić is on pace to make it 4 straight this year, and he could become the first center to average 10+ assists in a single season. Like any great passer, his head is always up, said Nuggets coach Michael Malone. He just has a tremendous IQ, and he sees a lot of things before they happen. The outlet passes, the behind the backs, over the heads, eyes closed, eyes open, whatever you want to call it, he's one of the best passers to ever play this game. Speaking of behind the backs, the Joker's highlights are eerily similar to the legend he recently passed for 3rd on the all-time triple-double list. Sabonis has ranked directly behind Jokić in center assists in each of the past 4 seasons, and his ability to manipulate defenses for open looks is just as effective. Leading the NBA in screen assists, 6.4 per game, Sabonis blends his driving ability and awareness to set up his teammates. Watch as he takes advantage of sagging defenders to set up an easy 3. Counter action. With Sabonis as the primary distributor, the Kings averaged the 2nd most PPG off handoffs in the NBA, 9.0. When defenses overplay the exchange, it creates easy backdoor buckets. The first player in NBA history to record 3,000+ points, 500+ rebounds and 700+ assists while playing fewer than 6,000 minutes in the first 3 seasons of his career, Sengun is averaging a career-high 5.3 assists in year 4. Versatility. A dynamic distributor, Sengun ranks 4th in the NBA in pick-and-roll possessions as the roll man, 7th in elbow touches and 12th in post-ups. Vision. His ability to attack from multiple areas draws in defenders and creates passing lanes, which Sengun has a knack for finding, resulting in highlight-worthy dimes. It's a pretty easy game when you get it to him, said Rockets coach Ime Udoka. You know that he's going to draw the attention, get a decent shot or find somebody an open look.